I am itching to get moving. Let's go jump into our star runner over here, not the burner. Look how cool it is, how it doesn't touch the ground, that like hover effect. And then it does a cool little transition, you know, the engines lock in and when you take off. And man, if I remember this correctly, I haven't done anything to it. And look at the speed and maneuverability. Decent weapons. We got our phase beams and pulse cannons. And we'll just zip back over to our capital ship. And we should, now that we have everything unlocked, be ready to start the actual campaign. And maybe send out our freighters on missions. I'm gonna see how I feel when I get in. Look at how cool the ghost ship looks. Oh God, I forgot how cool that was. And then there's the Normandy over here. Our two really special freighters that are frigates, sorry, that we will be carrying with us through the entire game. These other ones we may trade out or buff up. We'll see how things go. Oh man, I love the way that looks and feels. Okay, let's go down here, park in our garage, and go on to the next thing. All right, so I think it makes sense, since these are kind of time locked, that we send these off right away. That way there's a chance that they call us in to help them or ask for advice. So whenever you send out the expeditions now, it's kind of a newer thing. They can get into trouble. They can ask you to make a decision, which affects the success or failure of that encounter. So while we're going around doing the main campaign stuff, we can be, hopefully answering the call when these guys need us. So we got our exploration ship, and then the Normandy and the Doomed are good stats on recon. The Damned, sorry, not the Doomed. The Damned is, it's a doomed roll damned ship. That's why I got it backwards, but it's free to send, so we're saving on our fuel. Let's look at the next one. We got only one industrial. Oh no, we got two industrial, a C and an A class. That's actually really, really good. Yeah, 3-star on a 3-star. So they should be able to do most of the encounters. They might fail one, which kind of just increases the chances that they call us in to help or ask for a decision. And that is all of the rooms that we have. Right. In order to send out a mission, you need to have these commander stations in the next room. Now, ours came with 2 freebies, but we got to build a few more. Can we afford them? Yes, I can build 10 of these suckers. Okay, you really only need 5, but I'm just going to use these to kind of expand the size of our command center here. And we'll put the 5th one kind of to even it out on the back there. And we need a galactic trade station as well. This way we don't have to leave our ship with our illegal goods in order to sell them when we enter a 3-star system, which is a big part of my plan here. Okay, now before I get distracted by expanding our base, let's finish sending out our expeditions. We got a couple of more. How many more was it? 3 more? Okay, the Discovery one is like only a 1-star. The Balanced, I'm a little more careful with because they can run into anything, right? So let's send the Normandy because it's good kind of across the board. And then we need something to sort of fill in the gaps. So a merchant vessel, so that if they get a trader one, at least they'll be able to make some money. And at least that's a 2-star on a 2-star. So it's matching again. And all we have left is a Voyage of Discovery, which we only have combat missions for, or combat vessels for. And the other one is an industrial expedition. So we don't have what we need for that either. So we'll have to wait for something to come back or to recruit more frigates. And for that, we need money, which we're about to fully unlock. Do we want to warp? No, hold on. Before I do that, again, I'm sorry, I'm doing all my prep first, guys, but we have some unlocks that we can do. So let's go ahead and look through here and see. We got 3 salvage freight modules that we brought with us from the expedition, and I want to spend them wisely. So you know what I got to buy? Windows is the first thing. We need to have windows. And what else would be good? we're not going to be using the exocraft right away. The extractor rooms are really noisy. Oh, a teleportation chamber. Yes. Teleportation chamber is a game change for using your freighter. Now we can actually warp to any of our other bases and things like that. And we might as well buy the cosmetic room because it fills out that sort of set. And we can make this room as big as possible all in sort of one go. Yeah, that window there. See, now our fighter pilot who claimed this office for himself will have a window as well. See, I'm not unfair to my employees. I treat everybody well. And then, a bulkhead door kind of turns into like a balcony if you put it on the outside edge, which is kind of like a big window. I don't think I want it in this room yet though. Need to get some antimatter real quick so we can have our teleportation chamber. Yeah. Let's fill out the things that we need in this room first, and then we'll do the other stuff. So I think somewhere near the portal, you should have a save beacon, maybe in between our command units there. Makes sense. And then we don't need gardens and things like that in this ship because we're going to be doing all of that on Big Booty Judy. But one thing that is very helpful is to go ahead and have all of your storage containers in here as well. That way we can manage our inventory not only on Judy by going to the different, actual storage spots, but it gives you sort of another menu that I'll show you how it works later in the freighter menu to sort of swap things around even from a distance once you have the teleporter installed on here. But that's looking to the future. So you can only build one of each of these. You don't need more than one because anything you put in a number 3 storage is going to be in every number 3 storage in the universe. Even in other travelers' ships and bases and stuff, you can access your own storage. All right, I've been away from Judy for too long. Let's get back up in here. Now that I've added this little side area, this extra launch bay or whatever, we teleport in on this side, which I'm not 100% sure if I love or not. We're going to keep it here for now. We might get rid of it later. We're trying things out. So, oh God. What? Oh no. Oh geez. Oh, I don't know. I fell through my ship. I was not editing or anything, which is where it's happened before when you're like trying to change something. And now I was just walking from one room into the other and I fell out of my ship. How do I get back in? Where's the door, guys? Am I stuck out here? Oh, I can't even land on these. Okay. At least Judy's still up there fine. Are you mad at me? Because I left you out here by yourself for a while? You mad? Because I was building on my other base? Listen, you're still my first. You're still special, Judy. You'll always be special. I don't know how I get back in. I mean, do I fly back to the hangar doors and try to get back in a hangar door? Hold on. Can I make it up there? Okay. Guys, let me in. Let me in. What if a ship took off or flew in and they opened? Would I be able to get in if I just waited? I really don't want to be standing out here for 2 hours waiting to get back in my own ship. Judy, you disappeared. Judy, don't do me like this. Can I make it up to Judy and get back in her? I mean, first she has to come back. Judy, did I say something wrong? I didn't mean to. Okay, hold on a second. I can see my base. Okay. I didn't think you were supposed to be able to see the bases from outside. But I guess there's a whole new sort of thing going on here. But I didn't add an exterior door, but I can still build. So if I build an exterior board or door onto my base, can I get back in? Okay, let's put it on this side. Come on. There we go. Okay. And now I just need to jump in the balcony. Nice. Hey, listen, I gave you a balcony and, you know, a window. So I've upgraded your office here. And it's because you're excellent at everything. I'm going to find you an awesome squad to command. Okay. Now that I've successfully managed to shunt myself into space and unintentionally give my employee an upgraded, like, much better office than mine. Let's be fair. Much, much better office than the one that I have. So we got to do some upgrades to it eventually.